This is a tutorial that will take you through the steps necessary to create a hand-in assignment on Edline. The first thing you want to do, of course, is to sign into Edline. I've already done that, so we are at the screen that you would see once you signed in. You would go over to your classes and shortcuts, and you would choose whichever one of your classes would come up right here. I have chosen Intro to Computers, Period 1, to demonstrate. So once you're into the class that you want to create this assignment for, you're going to go over to the Assignments folder, and you're going to click on Assignments again at the top, and you're going to go over and where it says Add, you want to select Homework Hand-in, click Add, and you'll get a screen that you're pretty familiar with. It's similar with all the other Edlines. You have to create a title for your assignment. You can put a summary if you want. You can put a calendar date if you want it to appear on the calendar for multiple days. Or maybe this is just something that they're doing in class that day. You don't even have to put a date. It will show up in your assignments folder. It will not show up on the calendar unless you put a calendar date in there. So I'm going to give it a title. For this class, it's just going to be a test, so test for homework and in. Next, you're going to scroll down and you can add it to any other courses you wanted to add it to if you felt, this way you only have to create it in one spot. If you have multiple sections of the same course, for instance, if you're teaching, I would put this in the other section of Intro to Computers if I wanted to. So you wouldn't get all these class lists, only I see those. But you want to go here, and I'm going to select this one. I'm going to click Add, and now you see that there's another group that I'm going to post it to. Next, you're going to choose Build My Homework Hand-in. Now, you can do this a couple different ways. I'm a big fan of just posting what I want to post in here, right here. That's going to be the homework. So for homework tonight, I want you to create a list of computer hardware that should be no longer than 10 items. So the other option is you can just put, for homework tonight, I want you to do this worksheet, and you can have the worksheet attached down here. And just like anything, attach a handout. It's going to give you browse, go to your computer. You could choose any of your documents from here and click open and attach, and now it's attached. I don't really want that one to be there, so I'm going to delete it. You can go back and obviously attach another one. Next, save and return. And right now, as you can see, submissions are not allowed. So that means no students can submit to them until you have allowed submissions. You have a couple more options here. You can try your homework hand-in. This allows you to go in and to see what the students see for your homework hand-in. You can give options here. They can not access their work at all. They can only access it to make sure they got the work done correctly, or they can go back and edit it if they want to. So they turned it in, they're not happy with what they turned in, they're more than welcome to go back and make a change to it. Any of these options, that would be totally up to you. I'm going to allow them to, yes, view and edit it, because I want them to come back to this in class tomorrow, and they're going to add to this worksheet or to this list. So I'm going to keep it at yes. Display grading and feedback. same thing, yes or no, whether or not you want them to see grading or not. You can sync it with your GradeQuick gradebook. This is a nice option if you're going to grade it right online. You put the grade in and it automatically goes right to your GradeQuick gradebook. You don't have to go back and put it in. You can allow responses to be anonymous, although I guarantee 99% of the time you're going to want these responses so that you know who turned what in. With high school students or any students, you really want to make sure that you know who turned these in. You can go in and it defaults visibility, it defaults to only the people in the class. So that would be the students, yourself, and administrators. You can change that if you want. You can add parents, but that's totally up to you. That's what this would be. Now, once you allow homework handouts to be submitted, you're going to have to come back to this page, and this is where you're going to view your responses. So I've just turned them on, and now you can see the status, submissions allowed. So you would start to see responses if you were to click on one of these options down here. And you can choose, you don't have to go back and forth between the two periods that you put them in. You can choose between both periods and you can see the responses. Now, there won't be any responses right now, but can do view responses. You would see a list of the student, and you would see either draft, which means they probably just looked at the assignment but they didn't turn anything in, or you would see turned in, and it would get a green. It would have a green saying that they turned it in. The other options you have down here are you can response status by user. So here it's going to show all the people in the class, and as you can see, nobody's responded, obviously, because I just put the assignment up there. Now, you've noticed here you can send an email about this homework handout. You can send an email to all the students and their parents, and it will say you have not turned this in yet, or whatever you want to tell them. Well, I've extended the due date for this, whatever it is, and they can then respond to, obviously they'll see you the next day and they'll say, hey, I turned it in and got your email. The other thing right here, an awesome option, you can email all the non-submitters. This is wonderful. It'll bring up everyone who has not turned in anything at all. Now, if they have attempted to turn something in and somehow it got messed up and it didn't come all the way through, or if they have draft next to their name, they will not come up on this list. Only the people who have not submitted anything. So make sure you tell your students that when they go into this, that they go into it ready to submit, or at least to submit within a certain amount of time. And here's where your grading and feedback would be. Nothing's been responded, so you won't see anything, but you would see a list of the student, any feedback that you gave them, and their grade. And that's about it. There really is not much more to it. Obviously, once I do all this, it will be save and return. It's going to apply changes in all locations. And if you go into assignments, you will see I have just added that assignment right here. So, if you have any questions, you know where to find me. You can email me. You can stop by room 107. I will be more than willing to help you. If you need another quick walkthrough. This will be available in a shared folder, so you will have access to this video anytime you need it. If you set up a hand-in assignment and then you forget how to do it when you go to set it up a couple months later, you'll have it right here. And I will be creating more for other parts of Edline as well. I hope you enjoyed it, and good luck.